So, hi to everyone, this is Dark and welcome back to FreeSpace to Derelict. Okay, that doesn't look good.
This calls for wisdom. Let him who has understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it is a human number. Its number is 666. Revelation 13:18. It is amazing how many times throughout history people have used this passage to point out evil somewhere else. The great doomsayers of the late 20th century turned this into an ill-conceived art. John of Patmos was not writing in some kind of mystical code pointing to some obscure figure in the future, but to the reality of evil in our midst. Through metaphor and imagery, John pulled back the curtain of reality to look at ourselves more deeply. Yet we have always wanted to put the blame elsewhere. The Shivans or the Vasudans have been an unfortunate convenience for our darker nature. In looking somewhere else, we don't realize what we ourselves are capable of. Bishop Rambo, New Galactic Biblical Commentary, Revelation 23:37.
Okay, I have no idea what this has to do anything. Probably those I understood something of it, but I don't know if it has anything to this campaign. But it does.
Captain Eccleston of the GTCV Escher
the number
here.
of the beast.
Welcome back to the Tau Sigma mining colonies, pilot. The GTVA has decided to reopen the jump corridor. Unfortunately, your return will not be as warmly received as it was the first time. In the 3 weeks since the Tau Sigma Altair jump corridor was quarantined, supplies have not been getting through to the station. While there is another jump corridor into the region, it is far less stable and requires travel through the uncontrolled systems beyond Regulus. As a result, the residents have been cut off without much more than emergency supplies, and Tau Sigma is now in a state of unrest.
Okay.
Several hours ago, at 0745, workers on board the station commandeered the TRGC Psi and the GTC Lone Wolf. They, along with a group of freighters, gas miners and other cargo ships, have formed a blockade in protest of the GTVA's closure of the jump corridor. At this time we do not know their demands. Since their original move, all communication with Tau Sigma has been cut off. This has become exceptionally pressing as our researchers have determined that the continued presence of the SD Nyala Photep in the subspace corridor is destabilizing it. We have little choice but to move the Shivan Derelict out of the node and into the Tau Sigma system within the next several hours. If we do not, the corridor will become too unstable to support the flood of Capellan refugees now gathering in Altair.
Okay, that sucks.
Alpha Wing, you will be flying escort to the GTCV Escher as we arrive in system to help calm the protest. We know there are mercenaries and pirates in system that may be part of the blockade. The Escher may need fighter cover if things turn ugly. Report for launch. This has become exceptionally pressing.
Okay, let's see what's going to happen.
Ah, that's quite a receiving line. They don't look happy to see us.
Escher, I'm reading multiple civilian craft in blockade formation. Several freighters, transports, and mining ships.
Acknowledged, Alpha. We're also reading 5 cruisers. 5? Looks like whoever commandeered the Psi and the Lone Wolf found some friends.
GTVA vessel, this is Adam Tarovich aboard TRGC Psi. We demand to speak to someone with authority.
State your business, Mr. Tarovich. In commandeering that vessel, we consider you in possession of stolen property.
Stolen property? Are you ever dense? Ever since your kids sealed off the jump corridor, we haven't been paid. You tell us who's been stealing.
That discussion is between you and Morgan Technologies, Mr. Tarovich. We're not here for union negotiations. You are ordered to return the Psi and the Lone Wolf to our control.
Your control? In case you haven't noticed, Escher, you're the ones who are outnumbered.
Is that a threat, Mr. Tarovich?
Make of it what you will. Both you and your Morgan magnet cronies have neglected to help us out here. We decided to take care of things ourselves.
Alpha Leader, I don't like this. They're spoiling for a fight. Does Naola
Keep it down, Alpha 2. We don't know if they can hear us.
Our orders are clear, Mr. Torovich. Stand down, surrender your vessels, and abandon this protest. Nothing is going to be resolved here.
Oh yes it is, Asher. We want our pay, or your beloved MMC isn't going to see their next shipment.
I don't know who paints your view screen, Tarovich, but we are not here to negotiate. We have orders to clear the area for your own safety.
It's your own safety you should be worried about. Asher, we've got a problem. The jump corridor is destabilizing faster than we had anticipated. We're bringing the first docking station through now. The Nyarlathotep won't be far behind. What's that?
It means you had better clear out now for your own good.
Asher, we need to know what's going on. You're bringing a docking ring into the system? Damn
This
it.
guy's an
We want
idiot.
some answers, not this for your own safety, crud.
You've had your warning, Tarovich. You'd better just get out of the way.
Looks like the defecation is about to hit the ventilation.
Defecation is about to hit the ventilation. Okay, and that's Lucifer.
My God.
That's the Lucifer. It's the Lucifer. It's going to kill us all.
Stand down, Clement. This vessel is under our control, but you'll want to give us a wide berth.
A wide berth. It's heading right at us. Esha, we were barely able to pilot this thing out here.
We told you, you didn't listen.
It's going to ram the Psi. All guns open fire. Open fire.
I repeat, Clement, stand down. Stand... We haven't got time for this. Alpha Wing, take out their forward beam turret.
Let's do that. This seems to be inactive, Lucifer.
They are firing on us. They should be firing on them.
Stupid idiot.
Call up your dog.
Negative, Psi. We have civilians aboard that Shivan vessel.
We've got civilians on board this vessel.
That's it. All hands open fire.
Okay.
Alpha, we've got a full-scale riot on our hands here. Take out any hostile fighters. We'll try to readjust your IFFs to target combatants' craft. Be careful who you shoot.
Daryl, what the hell are you doing?
Something that should have been done an awful long time ago, Tarovich. Putting you and your Union goons out of your misery.
Asher, the Clement is down. We need your support down here. The Nero is tearing this place apart.
Negative, Alpha. We can't risk firing beams with civilian craft around.
If you don't, there aren't going to be any civilian craft left.
You have your orders, Alpha.
Okay.
Alpha, we have incoming bombers using an attack run on the side. Intercept them. Alpha, we have more incoming fighters. Alpha Wing, we have designated the Psi and the Lone Wolf as friends, along with a few other vessels. Tachyon Wing seems to be trying to protect the civilian transports. Consider them your allies.
Excellent. The Nero, Castus, and Brute are firing on our co-weapons. Through subspace.
Tachyon Wing, we're moving to intercept the new fighters. Get those IFFs changed. Alpha, Tachyon, we've sorted out all civilian craft. Tachyon Wing, engage at will. Protect the civilian craft.
Okay, so what was going on? We're moving to intercept a few fighters. Did you catch that? We've sorted out all Belligerent craft Russians trying to engage that will protect the civilian craft. Okay, focus on the bombers.
Asher, we're raiding a power spot.
Oh, that's luck, Captain Allen. Narrow's down. Keep the narrow's down.
Bullshit. Stand down and clear out. Don't want to trigger its automatic defense system. Alpha, clean up the remaining bombers. Alpha, the area is secure. We're moving in the Yarlathotep to its docking station. The Cassius has escaped.
Can anybody tell me what the hell just happened? I thought that thing was a derelict.
Unknown, Alpha 2. It seems the Nero activated the Yarlathotep's defensive systems. We'll find out soon enough. Return to base.
Why do you bring it to here again? Why do you bring this Lucifer here? Why don't you bring it back to GTVA systems? Anyway, let's return to base.
Welcome back to Tau Sigma Station, pilot. The most difficult thing in any riot is being able to focus on doing one thing well in the middle of chaos. With all that has happened, we are still picking up the pieces. However, as near as we can discern, this is what happened. The arrival of the SD Nyarlathotep sent a wave of panic throughout the protest crowd. This wasn't unexpected, but we had hoped to clear the area before the superdestroyer was brought out of subspace. It seems the crew of the Clement were experienced enough with the main guns of the Fenris cruiser that they panicked and began firing on the Nyarlathotep. Failing reason, the Escher ordered you to destroy the forward beam cannon of the Clement, which you did quickly and efficiently. It seems that while this was a protest on the part of Union workers in the region, some of the cruisers, including the Cassius, the Nero, and the gas miner Brutus, were hired Union busters. It seems that they were intending to instigate a riot all along, hopefully killing Adam Tarovich in the melee. Excellent job in protecting the Psi in the middle of that firefight. You managed to focus well in the midst of a very chaotic situation. Even though in custody, Mr. Tarovich is grateful for your efforts in warding off attacks during the riot. The Nero and all of her crew were unexpectedly destroyed by a stray beam from the SD Nyarlathotep.
That was a
We
BF
are
head.
unclear if the Nero was deliberately firing on the superdestroyer, or if they were simply missing the Psi. Regardless, the Nyarlathotep's defensive systems roared to life, destroying the Nero almost instantly. We are taking extra precautions as the Nyarlathotep is being placed into docking rings near Tau Sigma Station. We do not want to risk reactivating her automated defenses. The science team on board is working overtime to determine what happened. This was a difficult environment to fly in, pilot. Riots are perhaps the worst kind of engagements to be in. Innocent people always get hurt, and no one wins. It is now of paramount importance that we secure the rest of this system. Our first task will be to recapture the GTC Lone Wolf, which escaped in the melee. Dismissed.
Okay, so thank you guys for watching and see you guys in the next one.